after I did that talk and it was released on the internet, I got this message on Instagram. Hey man, I'm an engineer at the European Space Agency, and I've been meaning to run Doom on the OPSAT spacecraft. Maybe you'd be interested in partnering. My question was, wow, those spammers are really good now. Really targeting special niche interests now. But no, this is Social Press, not a scammer. Actually, very, very interesting guy. Spacecraft operations engineer at the European Space Agency, now a system engineer at Tanagra Space. And if you want in-orbit machine learning, he's your guy. So, what is this? OPSAT. A flying laboratory, ESA's OPSAT, is the first of its kind with the sole purpose of testing and validating new techniques in mission control and on-board satellite systems. Interesting. OPSAT is devoted to demonstrating drastically improved mission control capabilities that will arise when satellites can fly more powerful on-board computers. The satellite is only 30 centimeters high, but it contains an experimental computer 10 times more powerful than any current ESA spacecraft. It's about this size, if you've been traveling. So, not very big. The satellite has this idea of has never flown, will never fly, which is kind of a hurdle for a lot of innovation in this area. So the point was to break the curse. So because you've spent all these millions of dollars, you're not very receptive to, kind of experimentations. But the whole point of the project was to be experimental, was to do experimentations. So OPSAT was your flying laboratory to take down the barriers of spacecraft operations, to accept experimental ideas from the public. Good. So current satellites run a lot of specialized hardware, and for a good reason, because, space, a lot of radiation, a lot of unknowns. But here, they wanted to run as much off-the-shelf hardware as they could. To quote ESA, the platform consists of an Altera Cyclone 5 and an ARM dual-core Cortex-A9 M-core. So this was very off-the-shelf. There were some controlling units that were more like spacey, but the actual unit was off-the-shelf. Here we go. A part of the satellite where they performed the experiments ran Ubuntu 18.4. You might be thinking, 18.4? Well, it was the LTS version of the OS when we actually launched the system, we launched the mission. It's quite hard to do an upgrade in space. So when you make an LTS, this is what it means, right? So think about that, right? So this was a cool opportunity to get Doom to run on the satellite, but how on earth do I do that?